Hey guys, this is Mike Tarallo with Qlik. Thanks for joining me in the next video in the Do More with Qlik video series, where in this multi-part video on data products, we're exploring data sets, data quality, and data validation rules. So we're going to pick up where we left off in the last video, part 6, where we discussed validation rules. So if you have not seen that and you are just joining now, please review the other parts of this series so you understand where we are. So we're going to jump right in. We have tracking selected as the column, and we want to apply a validation rule to this column. So in the section marked validation rules, I click the plus. I don't have any validation rules defined, so we're going to create one manually. It's important to identify how you want to create the rule, if you just want to set up a rule for a single requirement, or if you're going to define the logic. If you're going to define logic, make sure you click define logic first, because what it's going to do is set up an if then else type scenario. So in this case, we want to define our rule for tracking. As you notice, it says then tracking on shipping status. So we're going to select shipping status, and we're going to look for the text and make sure it is one of, and we're going to enter in just two values. But just to show you what I have a separate app that just shows all the shipping status. So I'm going to grab delivered, add that, and I'm going to grab in transit. So we'll just check these two values here. Okay, so if the shipping status is one of the two values, in transit or delivered, then tracking cannot be blank. So we're going to select is not blank. So in this case, the data validation rule is only working on a sampling of 100 records for the preview, so you might not see it here. If that is the case, don't worry about it. When I click refresh quality and click next, and we're going to give this rule a name, check for tracking number, and then click create and apply. So in a few moments, this is actually going to recompute and refresh the quality, and you're going to see some of the data visualization in the bars change to represent the invalid records based off of the rule that we created. Okay, let's scroll over to tracking, and there we go. So if we select tracking, you can also see the representation here. 0.3% invalid values, 28.4% not applicable. Those are other shipping statuses. So this light gray is representing some of the other values that we didn't define. And then based off of our logic here of delivered and in transit, we have 71.3% valid. So if we just click on the 0.3% invalid, you can see we have shipping status of delivered and tracking is blank. So this is something that we might want to then provide over to our data steward for additional investigation in cleaning up the logic within the warehouse or the data store, etc. And we are working on more of a closed looped approach with a human in the loop, setting up data stewardship and sprints to correct this, but that will be available in a later release, and we'll have more videos on that as well. Okay, so that's all I wanted to show you for this validation rule with a little bit more complex logic. In the next video, we're going to go through actually now creating the data product. I'll see you on the next one.